Hey, it's David. Welcome back to Cross Fitness, helping men and women get in the best spiritual shape in their lives, one workout at a time. And so I have a quick thought in this video to share with you that I hope will encourage you, and I'm calling it Embrace the Season. You know, Solomon observed in Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1, to everything there is a season and a purpose under the sun. And hey, you know, for the last 19 months as I'm recording this, we've been in this disruptive season of COVID, you know. It's totally affected and impacted all of us personally, politically, globally, right? And yet, we're trusting God that it's not always going to be as hard as it is right now, that we're eventually going to move into a different season where COVID is a bad memory, right? And, you know, there are seasons that God has interwoven into the fabric of nature, you know, spring, summer, fall, and winter. But did you know in the man or woman of God's life, there are also spiritual seasons that we cycle in and out of? It's just the way it is. And four of those that come to mind are the season of preparation. And we see this in the life of David as a young shepherd boy. You know, he fought the lion and he fought the bear and he's watching sheep. And one day he was being prepared to fight Goliath, the giant, right? And all of this was preparation for him being Israel's greatest king. The next season is a season of separation. We have a season of preparation, then we have a season of separation. And, you know, we see this time when, Saul of Tarsus, after he became a Christian, he was set aside for like 3 years in Arabia, just receiving direct revelation from Jesus. Moses on the backside of the desert for 40 years, watching his father-in-law's sheep. These are times when they're just away and receiving words from God in that time with the Lord. And the third season I see is a season of confrontation. We see this with the disciples, you know, in the times in the early church when persecution was arise and they were confronted by the religious establishment and by the Roman government. And we see this in the life of Jesus when he went out in his season of separation, and he was confronted by the devil during his 40 days of fasting and prayer. So some of these seasons can kind of blend together, right? But there's a confrontation. That thing that you hold true in secret, you're going to have to be tested in public about it. And then this leads us to the fourth season in the man or woman of God's life, and that is the season of affirmation. And this is when, you know, we receive the validation for walking our lives out according to the will and purpose and timing of God. And we see this in the life of Jesus on the Mount of Transfiguration, where an audible voice says this, speaking of Jesus, God the Father speaking, "This is my beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased." And may we look to that season of affirmation, you know, not only here on earth when we have victories and, we overcome challenges, but ultimately and eventually when we stand at the Bema seat of Christ, the judgment seat of Christ, and hear that "well done, good and faithful servant." That's the ultimate affirmation that we're looking for. So, 4 seasons for the man or woman of God: the season of preparation, the season of separation, the season of confrontation, and the season of affirmation. And you and I will cycle in and out of those seasons just like we cycle through spring, summer, fall, and winter. It can't be any other way. And so see if you notice that in your own lives as you reflect upon that. So hope that encourages you a little bit today. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, reminding you that I'm always for you. I'm never against you. Have a great day.